Inferno. Now we're on Mirage, picked by MOUZ. If they can take down Vitality, especially if it was 2-0, what a story that would be.
Yeah, and what a crazy day tomorrow will be. Vitality on the cusp of feeling the heartbreak that G2 and Australis had to suffer yesterday. Well, ZywOo let that happen. We're on board with him earlier. Defensive smoke deployed off the back of those trundling footsteps, and the Julie's out to play. JDC wants to brave the fight and will. ZywOo grabbed that one, but immediately traded.
Oh, but Apex, why would anyone ever look for him in this position? Spinks, though, under some pressure. Apex might have to activate. Yeah, he wanted to try and help out, and as a result, he's going to be dead to Dexter. I can't believe they made it through. Three-man stack with dualies to the B bomb site, and still, MOUZ just cruise on in like it was nothing.
Meant to be more resistance there, isn't there? The fact they have three bodies there to deal with that type of a play, the boost up, the dualies, the smoke, just not enough. JDC brute forces his way in with the body, and the trades come in after that. So Frozen with 2, Dexter with 1, and we'll call this one done.
That's really surprising. I can't believe that happened, especially in that fashion. Smoke is up. They know they're coming through. But I think part of the problem really is that while Apex's position is a nice surprise, he also obviously wants to help out Spinks, so he has to kind of move around, and then it just all falls apart.
He didn't have a USB there, so he couldn't stay silent as well. The P2K betrays him at the worst possible time, but Magisk and dupreeh will hold on to their armor as well as their USPs. Now, one they get for free, and one costs 650 bucks. That's going to get them some FAMI alongside, as that was a funny duel for Dexter. In-game leader on in-game leader action there. 2 scouts, 2 Famises, and a Deagle up against the full buy of MOUZ. Torji into a scout here, so keeping it with the scopes.
Well, we've already seen what Apex could do with the scout. Maybe he could do it again, hopefully killing fewer teammates, but yeah, why not?
They have to die, Anders.
Just get out the way. Just don't be in front of Apex, and you're going to be fine. It's just on you. Meg is not quite connecting with the FAMAS there. Getting close. Great flashbang, and look at the wipeout here. Sam was going to pick up one shot there, but ultimately, they have the bomb side. Bomb's lost for a second, but Dexter is doing an enormous amount of work here. Apex revealing himself. Bomb is going to be planted eventually on the other side.
And this is a scary round, and the fact they just waltz on through it. Dexter flashing multiple bodies there. Might want a couple more. Notes the footsteps heading towards the marketplace and can call that across to his team. Exertion trying to cut them off at the pass. But here's a fun fact. Dexter might be the only Australian at the major. Especially if the Greyhound boys don't make it tomorrow. They have a matchup to try and qualify, get themselves into that challenger stage. Dexter's lads, the young bucks of MOUZ, looking hot to try and looking to take away some of these residual weapons. That second round, they're not built like they used to be, are they? 2 Famises, 2 scouts, and a Deagle. That's very scary, and the fact that they just shred through them there.
Yeah, it's
really
great
good stuff.
We talked about it a lot, you know, when you're up against this kind of a buy on the T side, and you know you're going to run into some scouts and all the rest of it. If you slow it down and you get tagged up, it can be really scary. So the straight execute with the flashes over the top and just kind of saying, all right, we're going to come take the fight to you and just hope that it's not a 5-man stack at the A bomb side. It worked out.
Now, I think whereas we're going to have a bit of a lighter round here, as long as Apex and dupreeh are avoided by MOUZ, we can start taking everybody down history lane. And it's not even ancient history. It's quite recent history. Now, if people haven't been paying attention, WePlay have an academy league with a bunch of partner teams.
Yep.
MOUZ were one of them. And MOUZ NXT was the best of the bunch, undoubtedly.
Truly were.
Yeah, they won event after event after event. Now, multiple pieces of that team exist in front of your eyes right now. The first piece that was added to this was Torji, the AWP player, right? They knew and saw a lot of flair in him. And then they brought Cyclone across as the coach. Those 2 happened in January of this year. Then after that, more and more pieces got moved across. You saw JDC come in to replace that of MBK. And then most recently, Exertion come in to replace that of Bemis. And this is the complexion of the team now, who are just 14 measly rounds away from locking themselves in for the major. And those names that I just mentioned, it'll be their first major ever.
It's such an inspirational story, isn't it? If that path can exist for many, many more people coming up to it, that's amazing. That's a big achievement for the Counter-Strike scene as a whole. If we can get that funnel going from the early support, you're in an academy team, you get brought up, maybe you learn some tricks from some of the more experienced players, you get to swap out in some maybe you stand in some official matches. We've seen that happen quite a bit. You pick up a player from the academy team, you try and make it work, and then suddenly, boom, they're ready and they're good to go. It's absolutely amazing. Nice boost over. Also going to reveal that there's 2 people at the corner, obviously, but JDC's out of the round. Spinks here, if he could find the shot, Deagle, they come running right through. Torshi's dead. That's a problem.
Oh, big problem now. Scouts activated on Apex as well. Dexter and Xerxon might want to consider saving here. 24 seconds, they're completely surrounded. No way back, no way forward, no way anywhere. dupreeh comes through the smoke, Magic will find that, and that was the lighter of the investments. That is a massive round for Vitality to win. While we were giving you a history lesson, they were giving us a Counter-Strike lesson. They can get it done with anything. Great stuff there from Vitality.
Yeah, that's huge. By the way, just in case people are confused, this is not an elimination game. But obviously, if you make it through here, if you win this game, then you are qualified for the Rio Major. That's a big deal, but it's not the last chance here for any of these teams.
No, they will go down into the 2-2 column, and there will be some best of threes going down tomorrow to determine some of the final names lock themselves in for that major. We also have Outsiders playing right now, Big playing right now, Heroic in the server now, OG as well. That's a risk. Just try to waterfall contact out. They're going to be mopped up, and there's no question about Vitality doing good work on the CT side. We saw that on Inferno, so MOUZ are squandering a chance to have an early lead here.
Yeah, and even squandering a chance maybe to get some kills on the board in this round, to try and take some of that cash away. They have 3 AKs that they stole in the previous round, so, you know, on top of everything else, look at how rich they are, Chad. Just from winning 2 rounds, boom, I think they're up to like 6,000-8,000. It's just exploded.
Yeah, that's what happens when you take from the rich and you give to the poor. Found themselves a nice little nest egg here to work forward with. Now, it will have to be an eco out of MOUZ. They can't risk buying into this. But maybe even an early timeout into the next round of play. Right? Take this eco, get the loss bonus of 2,400 into the next, then take a timeout and discuss your options, because you won't have a Torgy AWP. That is something that will be lacking. As they boost up again, Apex aggressive. Careful now, as ZywOo's found a double. I think he just pushed the underpass position, did he? Or was that from Connector? Either way.
Wow.
I think it was through underpass.
That's another flawless round coming out here. So if they weren't rich already, they definitely will be now. 3-2 in favor of Vitality in a nice, swift turnaround. They obviously want revenge for what was going on Inferno. They want to show we are not going to bow out of it that easily. If it goes through it, third map will be on Vertigo.
Yeah, that'll be a fun affair. I do enjoy watching a bit of Vertigo, who I know not everybody's a fan, and that's fine.
I was heavily against it in the beginning. I don't mind it too much now. I think
used to be against Mirage. Now I'm against Overpass.
Yeah, Overpass does seem like one of the more troublesome maps for a bunch of different reasons. Just maybe the size of it.
Just curiously here, Spinx has taken underpass control and run through their own flames in window room, I believe. So he took a lick of damage, but still finds the fight he was looking for. Good night, JDC.
How does he know that no one else is here? What an aggressive move. That almost seems like prep.
I think when you see the default smokes mid and you understand that they have this space, right, you know that there's normally one extremity player towards B, one extremity player over towards A. Some teams like to rock 2 players coming through the underpass, but it depends on the type of default that they're running here. So noting the util, and while noting the tap position of Dexter here, dupreeh is just laser focused on this. Cop that one, nade. He's going to flush him out and almost takes him down. 4 points of health for the in-game leader here, as dupreeh wants to scamper out. Number advantage.
That's really interesting. I so would love to ask Spinx if that's also prep, if they know that, okay, JDC is that player, you know, matched with the smokes. It could be some sort of telltale where you're like, all right, we know certain things, then probably there's not going to be anyone else here. Either way, sort of technically a 4-on-5, but probably feels like less when Dexter's on 4 health. And boost up into the corner. They're not ready for it at all. Spinx taking a little bit of a kill, almost known as Apex, actually. Torchi and Frozen trying to fight their way back. Still 25 seconds here, but look at how low they are on health. One misstep, and this is going to be a round lost here for MOUZ. Dexter trying to fight his way back. Aggressive play to jump up on the truck like that. They take a fair bit of, a lot of casualties there on the Vitality side, but they still win the round. I think that's all they care about. And they also deny the bomb plant.
Yeah, and that right there is key, right? Denying that bomb plant with the loss bonuses, that is a huge thing. I think for MOUZ, they have to start whittling down this economy as well as getting the bomb down, right? Because those two go hand in hand, right? If we keep getting it low into retake situations, that means we keep getting the surge of cash, we keep taking guns away from them, and eventually we can break them. Right now, MOUZ are the ones who are pretty broken. And broke because they just have some pistols with some util. Now, this is how they won Inferno, if you missed that action. It was a contact play onto B that worked out swimmingly. This is a bit more of a set piece. Smokes likely towards the market window and door. Flashes and funnel their way in.
Okay, that's a decent nade. JDC Not slowed down, has a job to do, wanted to try and enter. I appreciate that. I like it when people just follow through on that kind of stuff, even if it's going to be a tough run. Because if you slow it down, you're becoming a problem for the team that's behind you.
Well, you're talking about the job of an entry fragger here on executes, which is kind of how entry fraggers used to be put in boxes back in my day, right? Because entry fraggers were that type of player to always be running in first, and that's the idea. You're meant to just draw the crosshair. Even if you don't find the opening pick, it's not necessarily the expectation of an entry fragger, especially when you think of like a ride or die entry fragger. It's a 50-50. You're either going to make it or you're not, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of factors that go into that. But as long as you draw the space and give your follow-up teammates a chance to trade and take that room, you've done your job. And that's not reflected in the stats, unfortunately. You can look at if you've been traded and whatnot, but in terms of people looking at your kill-death ratio, people are just going to look at you and say, well, this guy sucks.
Yeah, that's a good point. We might even see some examples of that later on the A-bomb side, because entering on that A-bomb side and running towards CT spawn, that's, the deeper you get in there, the more you're winning the round for your team, even if you never shoot anyone.
Very true. Some prime real estate to take here. This time it will be the two players into the underpass, so addressing Spinks getting relatively aggressive in the previous. Torji and dexter park top mid. dupreeh crossfired with Spinks between connector and short now, but they will be flushed back, especially by the lines of sight with some well-placed utility here. There's a gap here for Exertion if he does get up and towards the window. Nobody's caretaking this at the moment.
Yeah, which is definitely a little bit interesting. Maybe Spinks that's kind of nearby. Not that much utility. Look at that on the Vitality side. That's interesting. They've already spent almost all of it, which, if it comes to a retake, could be a huge deal. Especially on that A-bomb side, if you want to try and smoke it off and defuse. Swamping around dupreeh, still not spotted, and the timing is good for it. It's going to take down dexter as well. Oh, this is great stuff. Torchi's down to 1 health. He's done a lot of work, almost won the round right then and there.
Wow. Noted there as well, so found that one out pretty quick, didn't they? This round's done. Beautiful stuff. Well put together piece here. Torji gets a flashy one through the box, but that's all he's going to get. He's going to get found here on the 1 point of health, even with some flashy moves. There's dupreeh. Looking to make good on Inferno. 11 kills for him early. So this is now 6 straight rounds without a single bomb plant.
Yeah, they've absolutely shut it down.
It's all about the CT sides here today. It's always been about the CT sides in the current meta, but it's a really good Counter-Strike coming out from both teams on the defense.
Surely if you're a Vitality fan right now, this is going to be a nice thing to experience. You're going to feel like, all right, they didn't just completely crumble after that loss on Inferno, and obviously we could see they were making a comeback on Inferno, so we knew that they were mentally woken up after a bit of a rough start, and now they're looking to see if they can steal this map away, which is looking fine at the moment. Everything is kind of going according to plan. Timeout been called for MOUZ. I mean, there are a couple of things they haven't really tried. I mean, we're usually a T side surely at one point will just test the default A execute.
Yeah.
Say, let's see what happens.
And now would be a good time with the pistols, right? I guess in this type of situation, when you're happy to scale a little bit quicker with the Tech 9s and whatnot, this would be a great time. And JDC, front of the pack again. He can be a difference maker once he starts finding the entries. So far, he's just been receiving them.
Look at this push from ZywOo, though. That's nuts. Even I think some pressure was put on by Exertion, flashing his way down. They're not going to see anyone at all near middle. So they have a good idea that the summon is up. Exertion coming up through the underpass. The rest of them trying to see if they can make their way in. Hugging the wall up towards those Tetris boxes to try and run a little bit closer. That is another kind of flight path into the bomb site, right? You can either try and run behind the default boxes towards the bomb planting zone, or you can try and hug the wall up that to the right. Either way, they get shut down before they get close enough for it to matter. But yeah, different flight paths if you want to try and attack that A-bomb site.
Yeah, poor JDC. He's having a very rough go of things in the opening kill department at the moment. Just in the kill department in general. So would be nice to see him get activated here. Obviously, it's not all on him. Exertion only has 1 kill, 3 for Torji, 4 for Frozen, 6 for dexter, right? And some of the earlier impact they had, well, was a pistol round, and then dexter with a couple of clean kills on that first anti-force spy round. They're bloody linguistics now. They've cooked it. Counter-Strike's cooked it. We don't just have hard ecos anymore or force spies. It's all a mess. Thing. JDC is 0 and 6 in opening exchanges.
Yeah, that is tough. Yeah, I like that. That's a nice attempt to try and maybe get something back. On the other side of the scoreboard, though, dupreeh, he was really struggling on Inferno. He is 11 and 2 right now, so playing really well, and he has a lot to fight for. He has a record to maintain.
That's true. He could be top of the charts, right? It's tied 17 with the likes of Zip And Shocks, if he qualifies here today or tomorrow, he'll get up to 18 major appearances.
Yeah, what a career. What a thing to be able to boast about. You have to think, how long into the future before anyone can catch up to some of this stuff?
Crazy, right? 18 majors, that's insane. Absolutely insane. Just to note as well, Magisk has now got himself up to 8 kills. He only managed 7 on Inferno, so he's already done better than that. And Vitality are owning them right now. They're just happy to walk across the map and take these jewels. Now, ZywOo will give one back, but look how they're constricted. Spinx then grabs one, Apex around the world. Even though the frag comes in for Exertion, he's dead, and now it's just Torjit 1-on-3 situation, and the first hits, but doesn't confirm the kill. dupreeh down to 32 and 8-2. So I guess we just have to mirror the same story as last time round, right? Both teams are very strong on the CT side. The T side is where the harder work will have to be done. It's about who can put up the wall for the longest period of time and who can solve the puzzle on the T side the quickest. Right now, not looking good for MOUZ.
It's good to see that the Danishes are back.
Danishes are back. What type of... Is it just the Danish pastry?
That is... It's probably one of the best things about Denmark, has to be.
I thought it was the hot dogs.
I tried to say that, but Jason gets real angsty when I start talking about Danish hot dogs.
Oh, he thinks about it.
Very defensive.
And take to the ball game. Dexter not clearing the corners.
Nope, he's not. Nah. It would have been an easy clear, but there's no way that he could have known, I suppose. 3 versus 5.
See, the thing is, I have this whole... Now, I tried to talk to Matt about this yesterday, Anders. I don't know if you're aware of the musical The Boy from Oz.
I'm so sorry, but I'm not.
It's just me who's musically inclined. I need like either Frankie or Machine to talk to about musicals, I suppose. But in that musical, Hugh Jackman is a lead in... I don't know if it was on Broadway, where it was, but there's a song. The song is I Go to Rio.
Oh, okay.
Hugh Jackman's Australian. The thing's called The Boy from Oz. Dexter's Australian, qualifying for the major in Rio. So there's something I want to do there with the song. Might even have some singing going on.
Nice.
But if he doesn't qualify, and he's not, if they don't get close, I can't do the singing.
Okay, but if he does qualify, you've time to practice. You can put on your own little musical number.
Well, I have been practicing in the morning in the shower.
There we go.
Yeah, so I've been doing my best acoustics.
That's important. You got to get that voice warm up in. I do the same thing.
Different song. So it's the second time out, Anders. Do you think they're singing in this?
MOUZ Sports or Vitality?
Well, I think Vitality is singing. They're singing their way to the third. MOUZ, look, they can crack this through. Let's have a little game right now. The people in Twitch chat can play with us at home. How many T-side rounds do we think MOUZ are going to get? Do you want to go first? I'm
going to say 5.
5?
I think it's comeback time.
I think they're going to get all remaining 4. 9-6. I don't know where that's coming from.
All right.
Someone's got to be right.
Some trust in MOUZ. I like that. I think they've been playing really well. I could see them cracking through. Sometimes all you need is that one round, and then you start to wake up a little bit more. Things are looking a little bit better. dupreeh, it's the opening. Exertion going to be taking him down just as he's about to throw that grenade onto his teammate Magisk. That's a good swing back though, and he's able to catch that one. Nades down the middle. Exertion, good job falling away. He would have been blown up otherwise. ZywOo's looking to take Frozen.
Just getting peppered, Anders. What are they meant to do? They're just getting pulled apart at the seams here. Dexter does respond, but he was the one under the pump early. Now mid's clear, sure, but Vitality aren't stopping. They're not slowing. Everybody's showing up in the frag department here. Look how even the frag distribution is. This is great from Vitality. I don't even know what you meant to do in the mid-round. Grabs the bomb, sure, has the AWP, JDC under window. Has been able to get himself onto the scoring chance, but needs to do a whole lot more than that. ZywOo, if he tucks himself in towards Palace, he doesn't even need to watch the site. They'll give it away with the plant sound, so he can flick on back over when needed. You prompted the chat earlier to ask for a number of rounds. I'm seeing a lot of 4s. I'm seeing a disturbing amount of 1s. A lot of people confused in the chat. Wait, do they think they get one more round?
Oh, 1 in total. Listen,
we have to subtract a round from them.
It's Twitch chat. Try not to...
It's my favorite living organism.
Oh, I think it's great. But
the mob mentality.
It's possible that that's also just okay. Stockholm syndrome situation. Been spending too much time myself in Twitch chat. 2 versus 2 now. They actually find the kill on ZywOo, which is what you said. That was the big insurance policy, and it's been shut down. Dexter with the kill on Magus now, and Apex on his own, trying to save this round. This looked like a done deal. Vitality, I think they were meant to win this round every single time, but now it's a little bit questionable. Apex walking in, and JDC will take him down. That is a huge swing back for MOUZ. They needed this round so badly, and it looked like it was unwinnable.
And there's JDC's impact. Steps up in a big way here. A couple of kills for him in this one to get it across the line. Dexter continuing to put pain down range, but this is how it started. Just an easy kill for ZywOo onto Frozen, trying to take that space, but JDC bodyguarding against ZywOo is key. The fact is ZywOo had the orb there. Now, he could have only taken one shot before he went to the pistol to deny the plant, but still could have attempted to deny the plant. And that is belief starting to creep in now, because MOUZ with a full buy back have to win a lot more rounds to even consider breaking Vitality, who are flush for cash. They've taken, well, they haven't taken that alone. They are the bank.
Yeah, they really are. I can't believe they have so much money. It's ridiculous. Going to be buying for the rest of this half, surely. But let's see what MOUZ could do. Oh, the timing is godlike. Frozen going to be taking out Magus just as he was walking off that angle. Smoke and Molotov and a lot of control, but it's a long time before the bomb gets here. I almost wonder if they really want to...
I don't think they have to rush it, right? JDC could actually go all the way back around and execute alongside of Torji and Dexter and come up the ramp together with some well-placed smokes, but they're not smoking spawn. ZywOo's going to get a free sightline here.
Deep breath right now for MOUZ. This is important. Molotov to force Frozen up, but the smoke in front kind of saves him a little bit too, so that's interesting. Bomb now being brought onto the site finally, and they're going to go for it. Flashbang on top. I don't know if anyone even heard the bomb was being planted there, and now finally dupreeh's going to start to show up from the B bomb side. And dupreeh's 12-3 right now. Spinks is going to be going down. ZywOo's quick with that AWP. 3 versus 2 as Dexter will take down dupreeh, and it's all on ZywOo here. He's lost all the teammates, and that bomb is way out in the open. He has no smoke to cover it up. Otherwise, he could put some pressure on the remaining Ts here. But now, instead, he has to tap in. Oh, what a shot! He has the quad kill. Turns around. Has the ace. What a ridiculous round.
What on earth was that? Did Dexter make a step? Immediately predicts the play. Must have heard something. Dexter did so much work, entrenched over towards the jungle position, denying the rotation points in, and ZywOo happens. This guy steps up massively to grab the 10th round here, and that is going to shatter the hopes and dreams of MOUZ here on Mirage. Look at how many kills he's just picking off at. Frag after frag. This is for the ace. Huge stuff from ZywOo.
Gotta remember as well, he was born into the Counter-Strike Matrix, so he just lives in here all the time. That's how he knew. Absolutely disturbing.
Whoa. Sonic there just trying to calm down that Apex at the back of this timeout.
You could even see he's just taking a deep breath. He's like, what is going on?
Ooh, okay. Wow. Okay. ZywOo, well, we knew he was here, but he's just smashed down the door. One way to break up the party. That is massive. We had a streak of 9 rounds consecutively for Vitality. It felt like MOUZ were going to break through with that one. Dexter did so much hard work in that situation just for them to squander it in the final moments. So unlucky there for MOUZ. Sometimes you just literally have to chalk it up to a ZywOo round, and that's not even a joke.
No, I mean, it is absolutely true. Here we go. Let's see if they get that entry, maybe that entry run we were talking about earlier. See if they can get deep enough in. They're kind of trying. Dexter's leading the charge, and this time towards that connector, and he's going to be taking the opening kill. That's still huge. That's still a really well-played round from Dexter, but the rest of the team, they're slowed down behind it.
Exertion's just gone past one in the smoke towards B. This round's going to get funky. We can kind of forget what's... Oh, it's been heard now. Okay, hold up. dupreeh heard Exertion jump out the window, I'm pretty sure. So if Exertion calls them back over to B, which he can't because the bomb's down, they must know that. But Vitality have no vision and no sight lines on the bomb, so they don't know if it's been picked up just yet. So this is a real funky round. Vitality assume that it could get picked up and go back to B at any time. Apex has to worry about that flank. Exertion's walking forward, seeing absolutely nothing.
Oh, God.
This information is kind of rotten both ways.
Yeah, and especially now that another 10, 15 seconds have gone by, it's so confusing to figure out. They're actually starting to bring it back. They think, yeah, this might end up some kind of a B hit, but it's not.
But MOUZ are going to take their time. And we just saw the vent, they're not broken, so the fast rotation point back is audible.
Yeah.
So they're going to be clearing this out. What the hell is going on?
They're finding an empty bomb site, Chad. Only about 15 seconds, so if anyone is near enough by, it could still be heartbreak. Bomb is going to be planted. And so we're showing up again. Good position for him. Just not aggressive, waiting for the teammates. He knows they're going to be coming here. Looking into the bomb site and finding nobody. What an odd round. It's been like 40 seconds with no gun being fired. And finally, Frozen will break the silence.
But that's why Frozen's ready for that. It's too quiet. Where the hell is everybody? We have so much space. We have all the room. Of course, there's a flank in place. ZywOo's in the site. Now nobody's home on A.
And once again, he has no smoke to try and hold on to this with. Almost trying to get that shot. I can't believe it, but I feel like they're out of time. It's been too long already. There's the smoke on top. He's going to try and go for it inside, holding the defuse. Out of bullets. Oh, it's so close. There we go. Search able to get the kill at the end. I think you would have had it otherwise. 10-4. MOUZ. They get a little bit more.
Imagine if he robbed them in that way. Imagine. The Glock had to come out. This is one of the weirdest rounds I've seen in some time. What a funky one that was, and Exertion just... Okay, well, they'll call it 4. Can they make it 5? Vitality with the double digis already. They would be looking for 11, but need to avoid Sonic's Law, especially with the man presiding right behind them. This is looking B heavy now. They've tested A enough times. It's actually worked out. Dexter's found another entry. He's been fantastic in the middle of the pack, surging forward, and now they're fighting Apex on B.
Yep. dupreeh started the shot again. He's been a bit of a monster in this first half, but Apex alone for the minute. dupreeh's gonna get shut down on entry. It's all Apex. Big double kill. That even allows Vitality to fight for this round. Otherwise, it would have been something like a 4-on-2 here. Magus gonna get knocked out by Dexter. Very aggressive. The bomb isn't even planted. I don't know why he's running that aggressively up there. And now it's all on Spinks.
Spinks is brought into the team for rounds just like this. Has to identify 3 players. Knows one was towards short, likely to over towards the site here. Bench position for Torji and back pillar for Frozen. But Spinks has to identify this ASAP. There's the first.
Oh, caught with a nade out instead. 10-5 at the end of the half. It's still a beautiful start for Vitality, but MOUZ wants to have given themselves a shot. We'll see if it's enough in the second half. It's coming right up.
Hey Future Pros! On the niche map Mirage today with a pretty cool connector smoke you can throw from spawn. To throw the smoke, hop up onto the trash can where you belong. Crouch down and aim at the top right corner of the 3rd wooden roof beam. Remain crouched and move forward and jump through the smoke just as your crosshair goes below this wire. This one is surprisingly not too hard to throw, but give it a bit of practice before you use it in the grand finals. Pretty useful for a cat rush, but I'll let you aspiring future pros decide how to use it best.
Players already in top middle. Clean round out the gate from Heroic. Throws a spanner in the works on big CT side. That's going to be a 9th locked in. And they are hunting for this now. They are running the gauntlet. Tabson with a flash. Primbo will get 1 and the 2nd. Okay, that's a good couple of kills. Looks like they will try and escape this situation. Will try and recover the rifles at the very least. Heroic, they can't even get past the 5-7.
Eventually, they do find him at the very tail end. So that's some armor that won't go over into the final round of the half. But I don't think Bro could be too worried about that. What a lovely tap from Gabby onto Sirison. This is always a good round for them. Wasn't a lot from Big into this, but the chance was there. This one is Big's best chance. We had a 6-9 scoreline on the first map. Can we repeat it?
No warp again for Cadian, just the AK. Tess says this time he's leading the charge. Tabson could be caught off guard, and he will be, but in fact he wins out the double.
Second half, Vitality fighting for a 3-map series against MOUZ, who looked fantastic in the opening half of Inferno, but now have had to stomach some of their own medicine here. A 10-5 half in Vitality's favor, but now MOUZ flick over to the defense. Can they offer up something equally as delectable here? Anders and I are about to find out, but this isn't going to be easy for Vitality. They have had ZywOo had to step up in an amazing fashion. Nice little ace clutch, well, an ace with the 1-on-2 on top.
Yeah, that was quite a round, but the truth is 5 rounds is enough for MOUZ Sports to make this super competitive, so focus has to remain with Vitality right now. They need to find that 3rd map and continue the series, otherwise MOUZ are going to be booking a ticket right into the Major in Rio.
Oh, Dexter just baited them into this, Anders. Look at this, Frozen and Torgy in window. There's a bit of a shooting gallery available here.
Right, there is. Heavy lean towards the middle of the map for the MOUZ side. Molotov? Oh, that's awkward. If it spreads, that's going to be really awkward. It hasn't spread yet. They're still safe. Not Dexter, though. He's going to be found by ZywOo. Not safe at all. Here comes the return. Torshi trying to find it, but can't. 4 versus 5 is still at JDC. Knocked out in the B-bomb site.
Oh, that couldn't have gone worse for them, right? I know the Molly... Well, it could have. The Molly could have spread and killed 2 of them there, but the fact they were removed from the play, they just ushered themselves up short. It was we'll take this space. Nobody's looking. Very, very easy. And that's going to be 11. So, simple stuff. Only 3 casualties required here to get the bomb down and all 5 staying alive. Vitality, they got the runway open now to take us to that 3rd map of Vertigo.
Yeah, Molotov didn't kill anyone, but it got them locked in there and allowed that whole space on catwalk to be opened up, and that was it. That's well done. Good job from Vitality. They are a step closer. We'd be playing on Vertigo as the 3rd map, so that's super interesting to think about. Obviously, expect to see both Torshi and ZywOo on that map to be doing crazy stuff with the orbs.
Yeah, I like ZywOo on that map as well because he can get it done with a rifle. And I think ZywOo shows his full package of a player on a map like Vertigo, right? It doesn't just have to be the AWP for him. I'm reflecting right now on the C and the B streams.
Go on.
OG are making a resurgence on map number 2 to try and take that one to a 3rd mapper as well. The first map did go in favor of Outsiders. I won't give the scores in case anybody wants to go check it out. And for the B stream game, it is Heroic taking on Big, and the first map went in favor of Heroic. Second map is looking good for them as they move into halftime.
All right. Good updates. I appreciate it. 11-5 here on this game. 2 from us, 3 Deagles. Mirage is a good map for the 1Deags, isn't it? The kind of map where you can really get some meaty headshots in.
Oh, got to clear your corners there, dupreeh. Runs into Exertion. He's going to be able to scoop up a kill. Pressure now over towards the bomb site. JDC will have the rotation of Torji and Exertion to lock this one down. Installed out in the apartments for now are Vitality.
3 people here for the defense. Spinks, though, that's a very important opening. JDC, that's a really fast shot, but still a headshot on the Magus. Can't even believe it. 2 versus 4 now, and JDC's back. Nice double headshot here. Apex on his own, trying to fight his way back. Have to get a quad kill to try and save this one. With Mac 10, no less. JDC's going to get chewed up. They do not have headout. Well, Frozen does, but nobody else did, so that Mac 10 is super lethal. And Apex, yeah, he's worried. Fine, where's the second player? That's all he needs to know. It's Frozen stepping up close behind him. Nice jump. Apex knows. 45 seconds. And Frozen, he's picked up an AK up there. Apex walking down. He's almost found him, but got to be careful. He could get shot in the back, and he's second, and he doesn't check it. Dexter will take him down. And MOUZ, that's a really critical round.
Yeah, you say JDC's back. He was missing in the early stages of that first half. Oh, and there's an Apex little classic for you. You're going to be frustrated with that one if you're Apex. The fact that this corner isn't cleared, Exertion up in towards the vent, just gets a freebie. And JDC, these aren't free, they're stylish. And this is a nice one for Dexter to finish things off. So just has to make good on the promise that his teammates made. Now, Vitality are going to try and force buy back in. Now, the difficult conversation you have when you have a lead like this and you force buy with an AK, some upgraded pistols and a scout, if you get blanked here, you're allowing MOUZ back in. Whereas you could have just taken a save. Okay, never mind. Let's focus on the round because ZywOo 19 kills. Decapitates Torji, gives them the opener. And it's, all things considered, there's not a lot of utility for MOUZ.
No, there really isn't. It's super important that Vitality win this. If they kind of want to crush them here, then I mean they really could. Then they need to win this round. Otherwise, they're giving a lot of space for MOUZ to run it right back, get up to 11-8 or something like that pretty quickly, and then I don't know. It's a wide open game.
I'm going to fight here as a unit. Dexter wants to swing forward. And now the smoke's faded. Has to consider underpass. Has JDC helping clear top mid, but it's all a timing game now.
Oh, alone now. Dexter sneaking up. There's a whole army on the other side. That's too much. The FAMAS not able to do it. Huge surprise. 3 versus 5 now. Exertion still over at the B bomb site, quite deep back. If they cover him with the AK, maybe he could do something there. M4 on JDC, but there's again too many people on the other side. Exertion, yeah, I think he'd have to be the hero in this one. And he's been really good. But a nice find for dupreeh. Scout right to the face.
Oof, that one stings, doesn't it? And a round where MOUZ had a lot of advantages here. I was even questioning the decision on the force buy for Vitality, but that'll give us the answers. Some nice zingers from ZywOo. As it is just going to leave Frozen, who should really be considering the save here. There's way too many unknown quantities for him. Just grabs himself the kit, so saves himself $400. And, oh, careful with the barrel there, son. Don't want to stick that one too far through the myrtle hole. The round should be theirs. Bomb's halfway ticked. Spinks is having a little bit of a look around, and we'll call this one 12. So just 4 more rounds now for Vitality to take us to the third. Oh, Frozen might go down here now as well. So this is an escape mission.
Yeah. Can't obviously run the other way because the bomb will claim him, so gonna have to just hang out here instead. All right, he'll be safe. But you're right, 12-6. And looking real fine for Vitality at the moment. Another 4 round, all they need at the moment, so just keep that focus up.
Yeah, and I'm curious if we are going to get the same response here from MOUZ that we did from Vitality on the map of Inferno. It was a solid lockdown on that CT side, and maybe that already can't be the case just with how the finances are. Vitality will find themselves on, well, I was going to say 13 guarantee, but they force bought in again. So MOUZ are actually playing for their map life here.
Yeah, they are. I feel like also on some level, it's not as easy to get those hard CT lockdowns on this map because you don't have the same choke points that you do on Inferno.
Very true.
It's just so much more of an open map. You could try to limit the amount of fights that the Ts can get, but you probably can't get rid of them in the same way.
Yeah, if you're so heavy on mid, which I guess would be like Banana as far as U2 goes, then they can just walk out B and they can just walk out in towards A. There's too many points of leakage.
Yeah, there's a little bit of an issue. One M4 on Frozen. Armor on everybody. Some deagles. I appreciate it.
Such a hard round for them to be able to walk away with here, but coming out on top of the force buy wars could really determine this half for MOUZ.
Yeah, they're not going to give up easily. Let's see. Dexter back here with a deagle. Missed shot. Revealing his position. He's got basically one other player. A little second one coming in. Exertion going to be going down. Dexter knocked out. And they are just swarming the bomb site. Once one of them falls, everyone else goes right down with them. There's just no more defense. So that force-up did not work out. 13-6. And like you said, that's almost the map kind of swept away in that choice to force in the last round.
Yeah, because now 14 all but guaranteed here. It will be likely no investment or very light investment out of the MOUZ squad. And then next round, take a timeout, discuss the home stretch, understand that you need 10 consecutive rounds at that point to get this done in regulation, or you might be finding yourself in OT, or just losing, which is the most likely of the options here on Mirage.
Yeah, it certainly feels like it, doesn't it?
Apex, remember he was having a step up in quite a big way on Inferno by making a lot of plays, and he's back here again doing some damage, 19 kills. He's up top towards ZywOo, who has 21. And Magisk will open up. So it's good to see him bounce back as well after a rougher map on Inferno. Magisk is not the type of guy to be going for multiple maps in a row. Walking away, playing the bomb, round over.
Yeah. Apex, you know, a little bit forward here maybe. No reason to give them a chance to pick up the AK. I would say just probably fall back and let them have the USPs if they want.
I think we're in a lucky position now that we are going to the third map. It puts it in that realm that, okay, well, this is for all the marbles. It's essentially a best of one now. You've both picked up a map in this series, and it's for major qualification. So it is, we're really going to set us up in that nice silver platter there to send this one home, because one of these two teams at the end of, I'm gonna say at the end of Vertigo, maybe I've just jinxed Vitality here, we'll be getting tickets to the Rio Major. So that's what we're here for.
That is exactly what we're here for. Apex has got 22 kills and, got 3 in the last round. Obviously, a little bit of some eco kills coming up. But still, he's out-fragging ZywOo at the moment. By 1 kill, but still.
None of the stars are online for MOUZ. It's really just been Dexter with multi-kills. Everybody else is quite quiet.
Dexter's playing, Apex is playing really well on Inferno too. So he's just having himself a good series so far. Oh, what an opening. Frozen out of it. Apex wanted a little bit more. Gonna alert dupreeh to the fact that someone's there. And he's so ready. Good timing, even with the flashbangs. He couldn't follow it up, but look at the pressure on the B bomb site. JDC is here on his own because all of the defense that would have been nearby has already been wiped out. So bomb plant and a 2-on-2.
They have to go for this one, don't they?
Yeah, no head armor on Dexter, so even the MAC-10, you got to be a little bit careful here. Inside of the smoke. Oh, he finds ZywOo. That's a nice kill. MAC-10 around the corner, and there's the shot to bring him down. 2 players left alive now. There is no kit on Torshi, so got to be very hard, even with the smoke on top, to do a lot.
Oh, the bluff here.
Yeah, he's just absolutely called it. Torshi waiting for a long time. Spinks, there's the shot, but it's just way too late. No kit in sight. It'll be 15 on Vitality. That's some bold play from Spinks.
Yeah, very good understanding of the situation there from Spinks. Doesn't peek on that tap, knows that he can call the bluff of Torshi here. Secures the round, not the kill, but has basically secured the game right now. And look, this is a great bounce back for Vitality. They didn't let it get close, like what MOUZ let happened on their map choice. Well, this is their map choice on the first map of Inferno. They've kept it quite clean. They're putting them away quickly. They're now have shifted the momentum of the series because MOUZ would have been happy with the way that they closed map number 1. Yeah, we got across the line, went with some Tech 9s, but now you come into your map choice and you get absolutely bamboozled, blown out of the server. What is likely to be a 16-6 scoreline here, unless something changes drastically after the 3rd timeout from Cycron. That is a swift kick from Vitality here. This one is going to leave a mark, and the discussions that will ensue after this in our quick little break and death segment are going to be important for both of these teams. You do not want to find yourself tomorrow in a 2-2 matchup. We've already seen the devastation and heartbreak that can exist here at the RMRs. G2 and Astralis prime examples of that, and both of these teams want to avoid that feeling.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Wow, what a performance here from Vitality. They know what is on the line. They know what they're fighting for. MOUZ.
Oh.
Wow, that's, yeah, naded down all the way to 6. Oh, she's still getting the opening, but ZywOo swiftly there on the return.
Yeah, it's great that he gets a kill back, but it all feels in vain, doesn't it? It hasn't had the same level of resistance. So right now, if you grab the 2 maps of Counter-Strike and you put them together,
yeah,
Vitality have looked better over the course of the 2 maps, even though the scoreline's 1-1.
They definitely would have, and if they'd had, 1 or 2 more rounds throughout the first half on Inferno, they could probably even win that map. So, real interesting stuff here. Dexter trying to beat the timing, and he'll find the flick anyway. That's not bad at all. Nearly getting caught, lucky to be alive back around the corner. Puts it into a 4 versus 3. Interesting stuff.
Yeah, I think this low HP of exertion with the nades, that's unconfirmed. So the thing is, Vitality likely know that Dexter's slightly low, but they don't know about exertion. So it's harder for them to find a pressure point.
True. Reality is, though, that MOUZ needs to win 9 in a row here to try and get into overtime. It just feels so unlikely. They're going to be attacking that from us. No more nades left on JDC. He's alone down here. He just put up a smoke to try and buy a little bit of space. I actually think this is really cool. Look at this little jump on over, but oh, he comes back for it. He probably should have been dead right then and there. 2 versus 4 now, but they're very low on health, the remaining members of MOUZ, so technically, don't know if it even counts as a 2-on-4 at this point. Meg is swinging out wide here, 1 versus 3. He's going to pick up 1, but Dexter is there. Oh, actually, Spinks the line back here. Sorry about that. No more nades on him. They're going to Molotov him all the way out, and they just hold it. That is really well done. I can't believe that it's that last Molotov making all the difference in the world.
Some steady shooting there as well. On low HP, things become really flaky. Right? You want to overpeak, or you want to try and swing a little bit wider to try and avoid those fights. The jiggles are just going to take a single bullet to hit in the slither as well. And this one here from Dexter, it didn't feel like it was going to change the tide, but Magic let him get away. surprisingly. And you can see that impact coming through as Dexter continues to find some damage. But a good find from JDC to be inventive in the side. Drops his own smoke, does kill ZywOo in that sequence. But look at what they're up against again. This will be round after round after round, especially if they get it down to those type of one-on-one, one-on-two situations. The bomb keeps going down post plants. Vitality will keep the foot on the throat, knowing that it's just one blow away from knocking MOUZ out. And Exertion up again, not afraid to fight. Finds the opening onto ZywOo, but is noted here. And Apex getting caught in no man's land goes down to Torji as well. They're giving him a chance.
Yeah, he had that moment of hesitation. He was like, do I throw the Molotov? What am I doing here? And that was enough to get him caught. So unfortunate. 2 versus 5. Vegas and Spinks, not much they could do in this round. So a couple of good steps back in the right direction. You still have to say, unbelievably unlikely that MOUZ are going to be able to find all the remaining rounds. But we'll give them the benefit of the doubt. See where they take us.
Yeah, I think that the harder thing was in that first half. That first map, the Vitality surged to a string of rounds immediately out of the break, which was quite key for them, whereas this is the other way around. MOUZ are going to have to do it the difficult way. And again, this storyline, with these players you see here for Vitality, so much major experience, so many major trophies in the cabinet just with the Danes alone. Don't even forget about Apex. And then you add on to that the other side of things, MOUZ, the inexperience. If they do qualify here today, first major for Torji, Dexter, Torji, JDC, and Exertion. Dexter and Frozen being the two that have into a couple of majors between them before.
Looked like that could have worked out.
Well, this might be the round that Vitality do it on, right? It's a lower buy, not all the investment. That's the type of round that MOUZ got to, just when you think that they shouldn't, and then they do.
What a couple of maps here for Apex. And ZywOo as well. Good force between the two of them. Oh, run boosted into the middle. Oh, she's there, but a swift return. Oh, Vegas picking them off. And like you said, Chad, it's like kind of the kind of round that you could be winning. Deagle shot from ZywOo and Dexter and JDC on their own. 2 versus 4. And stuck in the middle, dupreeh. They're going to leave him here and rotate everyone back through T-spawn.
You just keep lurking out middle here late and getting caught on terrible timings. Poor MOUZ, and it's going to happen to Dexter again. dupreeh. Oh, if he catches a little jiggle here, Dexter will go down, and he should take him anyway. Did he just see the cusp of the head over the top? And there it is. One bullet to the back of the dome, and JDC in a 1-on-4 for MOUZ's life here on Mirage. I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either. dupreeh going to be finding him right there. 1 versus 3 now. Bomb is going to be planted. JDC, the problem is they know exactly where he's coming from, so no element of surprise or anything else like that. Swift jump on over, and he's been spotted, and his Apex fittingly to take him down 16-8. Vitality still fighting to get to Rio.
Yeah, anything you could do, we could do better, says Apex and the boys from Vitality. We're 1-1 in the series. There's a little bit of spice in this one as we move into Vertigo coming up next. But first, the desk and a break. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.